YouTube, hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be doing something that I've really been thinking about and have been wanting to do for a while, and that is my manga and anime review or roundup of the week. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to be doing this yet, other than just talking to you, but how I'm going to be editing it, that's just for future me to find out, which is tomorrow. But today we're going to be talking about that new One Piece chapter that just dropped. Oh my god! Oh, Dragon stocks are up so bad, bro. It's crazy how much that one chapter has made Dragon my favorite character. Probably in all of One Piece, bar from, Luke, Ace, and kind of stuff. Like, Dragon's probably top 3 for me right now. And then that last To Be Hero X episode, that's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty crazy episode. Kaiju number 8. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna be talking about what I'm watching right now. And then the last One Piece episode, because even though I am reading the One Piece manga, I am on the One Piece anime just to see how they're animating stuff in Egghead and how it's going, right? But let's just get right into it. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We're in God Valley. We're in God Valley of all fucking places, bro. Oh my god, bro. I don't think you guys understand how long I've been waiting, right? I started reading the One Piece manga about right before Gear 5th came out, because I was like, I'm not getting spoiled on Gear 5th of all things, right? So, and as you all know, the anime was dragging for fucking ever in Wano. I'm pretty sure like I dropped that bitch after like a little bit. And I just went straight to the manga, right? And just ever since I got the manga, I've just been going. One, because Twitter's going crazy. Twitter's spoiling you. If you're not caught up on One Piece with the manga and you're on Twitter, get the fuck off of Twitter. Honestly, get the fuck off of Annie Twitter. You're getting spoiled no matter fucking what. But bro, this chapter, starting out with like the last chapter was Dragon, right? I think, we finally saw Dragon. We had proof that he was in the Marines. We knew that before, but like he was actually on God Valley. Like he saw what happened on God Valley, and it revolutionized his brain. It radicalized him to the point where he's like, yo, I need to get the fuck up out of here. I need to get the fuck up out of here. I need to make some real fucking change. That is such a crazy thing. Such a crazy thing to happen, bro. And also the fact that he saved Shanks. I'm not gonna say he saved Shamrock, because I'm pretty sure by the end of God Valley we're gonna see that. There's theories that so Dragon gets his fruit on God Valley, whether it's the wind fruit or whatever the hell the fruit is. Maybe it's another mythical Zoan, because mythical Zoans are running rampant in One Piece right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, the switch up that Luffy's fruit was never a paramecia, but it had the properties of a paramecia, but it was actually just a mythical Zoan, was one of the craziest things ever. And it was such a good fit, because it's just like, yeah, this is what it is now. It's just the human fruit model Nika. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I accept it. I'm cool with it. If he can turn into Gear 5th, I'm cool with it. But the fact that the fruit had a will of its own and all that kind of stuff, I just think, like, Oda's going crazy. Oda's cooking. But back to Dragon, right? There's theories that he's going to eat the fruit, he's going to put Shanks in one of those chests, and then maybe he's going to, be like, make the winds of fate take you. And then he ends up on Roger's ship or something, and then Garling, pulls up on him and, he's taking a Shamrock at that same time, kind of thing, right? But he shot a celestial dragon. He didn't kill him. But do you understand how crazy that is? At the age of 17, I mean, Luffy punched the shit out of a celestial dragon at the age of 17. But, I mean, that's Luffy. That's Luffy. Luffy's been like a rebel since birth. Dragon, I feel like he's had the ideology of being, not being a rebel. Because I feel like Garp definitely raised him to be like, oh, going into the Navy is the right thing to do, right? That's the thing with Dragon. I think Dragon's looking for the right thing to do. And going into the Navy and seeing all the atrocities that the Navy's committing, it's like, dude, this is not what I want to do with my life, right? And he saved Ivankov, he saved Ginny, saved Kuma. That's such a crazy thing. Bro, that one, it's not even a chapter. He had like 10 pages over the course of the last, maybe 5 pages over the course of the last 2 chapters. And that's done so much legwork for Dragon. And while we're on the topic of Dragon, let's talk about Garp. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. After he just let Ace die, I know that he felt some type of way about Ace. I was sympathetic with him, I could see it. I was like, as a man who's believe he's doing the right thing in the Navy by trying to make some change from the inside, right? Because, with sword and everything, he believes he's making a change from the inside of the Navy. Which, all right, I get. Maybe by the end of One Piece, they're going to reform the Navy and have it be like a thing of the people instead of just a thing of the world government, right? I get that. But it's like, bro, you're pulling up to an island surrounded by the world government, right? The Navy and celestial dragons, and they're hunting slaves. And what do you pull up the God Valley for? To get Roger and Zebek. Bro, Zebek, oh my God, Zebek is one of my favorite characters now. And I know that's for everybody, but the depiction that Oda has done for Zebek, bro, oh my God. Like, there's just gonna be some crazy propaganda spread by the world government, right, as to why Zebek is like the most fearful or the most villainous man on the planet. Maybe like he kills a celestial dragon or some shit to like save his family or something, or try to save Blackbeard. Oh, but the Blackbeard stuff. Oh my, bro, there's just so much going on here to unpack. My God, I don't really want this entire video to be this, but it might be. But it's just Zebek's whole story this whole time with him and King Harold. Also, don't forget, this isn't this time span of Loki telling us for 3 minutes, which is crazy. We've been here for fucking months. But Zebek going there to save his family, right? And Garp was like, oh, Roger and Zebek are there? I'm going to go there to stop them. Dude, read the fucking room. You're going to let these people, you're going to let the celestial dragons slaughter all these people. But the minute these motherfuckers pull up, pirates pull up, you're like, yeah, I'm going to go stop them. It's like, dude, you're not helping your case as to why the fuck. Like, I love Garp as a character, like his personality and who he is, but the things he stands for, it's kind of getting to a point now. And I don't know how Oda's going to do any type of redemption for him, in a sense, and I don't really think he should. I feel like, I saw this on Twitter, I had a discussion where somebody was like, Garp should stand as a testament of somebody who's trying to do the right thing, but in the wrong way, right? His entire thing is that he's in the Navy trying to make a change from the inside of the Navy. But he's putting that uniform above his family. Right? He did that already. He's done that multiple times. Like with Dragon, he's definitely put that fucking uniform above Dragon. With Ace literally died, and Garp sat there and watched. I do think that if Luffy's life is on the line going forward, though, I definitely can see Garp being like, all right, bro, this is where I'm gonna call this shit. I'm gonna call this shit right fucking here. But even then, maybe, because he's gonna be like, you chose life of a pirate, just same shit he told Ace. You chose life of a pirate, so let that shit be with you. Yeah, but that's One Piece 1160. Phenomenal chapter. Want to break next week. It's crazy. It's crazy. The One Piece is going crazy right now, bro. All the reveals and all that kind of stuff, I'm loving it. And then One Piece episode 1143, I think it is what it was with Kizaru and Saint Saturn. Yo, they're getting their ass whooped. Bro, that one panel, I'll put it up. That one panel of them looking at each other. And all I'm thinking in my head is like, Saint Saturn's looking at like, all right, nigga, you said that you could beat Kaido and Big Mom, right? You said Yonko equals Admiral, right? Nigga, act like it. Start doing some shit, bro. Act like it. Get some shit done. Like, that's all I can think about when they're getting the fucking absolute piss beat out of them. And then the other Gorosei, right? The ones that are up in Marijois, they're looking at Saturn like, yo, nigga, get some shit done, bro. Like, Vegapunk's about to reveal all this shit. Get this shit the fuck done right fucking now. Like, do something, please. But yeah, I'm liking the way they're animating the episodes. The anime and the animation for Egghead is looking really good. I really do hope after Egghead I think they're gonna do the thing again where they reanimate some past episodes, which I'm looking forward to that. I definitely think I didn't watch the Fishman arc reanimation because I'm not watching Fishman Island again. Sorry. Maybe when I might rewatch not weekly, but No. Let's keep going. I might rewatch Dressrosa when they compress that, because that's when I'm not gonna lie, I dropped One Piece for a good bit in Dressrosa on the catch up to it, just watching it, because that was a painful watch. I could not have imagined watching Dressrosa weekly, right? Bro, that's one of the reasons I stopped watching Wano, and Dressrosa was worse. That's crazy to think. But what's next? We have To Be Hero X. So To Be Hero X. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was hyped for To Be Hero X. I was kind of on the bandwagon for that, and I thought it was only gonna be one episode. No, not one episode. One season. And I was really, because when the episode ended and X like appeared in the middle of the stadium, you know, in his regular human form, or not human form, but like regular everyday form. I'm like, why the fuck are we? is this how the shit's gonna end? Like, we're not gonna have anything resolved or nothing? I had to look that bitch up and was like, oh, it's 48 episodes. I thought it was only 24 episodes. I don't know, maybe they expanded it or something. But to be Hero X, bro, the animation and that stuff, right? It's fucking phenomenal. It's phenomenal. The storytelling, I'm not gonna lie to you, there's parts of it where I kind of fell off because I started watching it from it dropped, right? So the whole thing with Nice and all that kind of stuff, that guy who became Nice and then he became his own hero, all that kind of stuff. And I think I watched up until episode 10, and then every now and again I go back and check in with it. And I don't know, I just think it's a really nice blend of animation in terms of 3D animation, CG animation, and 2D animation. I think the 2D animation is beautiful, and I really think the 3D animation, even though it can look a little bit weird sometimes with the English dub, because I watched it dubbed and subbed, different parts, because it comes out simul-dubbed. It looks a little bit weird. I think the CGI definitely benefits more from the sub than the 2D does. The 2D is good whether it's sub or dubbed, in my opinion. And just the way that they tell the story, like going back, like everything kind of like connects back to the beginning. Like it's crazy to see that, like that form of storytelling. And it is pretty easy to get lost during there sometimes. I might have to go back and rewatch it all together now, just to kind of really like get what's going on. But X's powers are amazing. I think X's power are some of the coolest powers in anime, like ever. Like when I saw him snapping his finger and changing the animation style, I was like, oh yeah, now they're cooking. They're cooking. They're fucking cooking. It's like, I hate to be like One Piece guy again. It's like the freedom that you have with Gear 5th, right? Like the entire thing about Gear 5th is that you can animate it any way you want to. You can do anything you want with Gear 5th because it's Toon Force, right? Granted, now with X, it's not necessarily Toon Force, it's dimensional warping, right? But it's the fact that that one person, no, actually no, it's Toon Force, because then he turned Dragon Boy into like he crumpled him up. Actually, yeah, it's Toon Force. But I think, and again, I love One Piece, I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of a cooler version of Toon Force. Him snapping his finger and like just walking, it's just so much fucking drip. It's so saucy. It's so fucking saucy. It's so dope. I love that shit. Like, keep doing that shit, bro. I'm so hyped. I don't even know when season 2 is coming out, but I will be I will be seated. I think they said in season 2, there's gonna be like voting. Like, you're gonna be able to vote for who become, like, actual people are gonna be able to vote for who like wins the competition, right? Because it's the the top 10, and that's gonna be crazy. And they're gonna have like more interactions between the characters and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, ooh, wait, we kind of cooking. They got shit on the stove right now, and that bitch ain't burning. That bitch smell good. And yeah. All right. So next up, I want to talk about Kaiju number 8. So Kaiju number 8 was something I've been pretty hyped about since like the actual manga got announced, because I was like, ooh, that sounds dope, like a Kaiju manga. And I never read it. But then the anime dropped, and I watched it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is phenomenal. Or I won't say phenomenal, but it's good. I don't think Kaiju number 8 does anything special or crazy, but I just think it's endearing, right? I love Kafka as a character. I love the struggle that he goes through. Sorry. Number 9, I'm not gonna lie, number 9 is a really compelling villain. Like number 9, he starts out as like an infant, as a child, right? Like that's his mind. Like he's learning about humans, right? And then he's just advancing so fast. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. At the beginning of it, I thought what they were gonna do was because the humans were turning kaijus into weapons, like numbers weapons, right? And I could kind of see where number 9 was coming from. He was like, oh, you're using our power against us. Like you're kind of like galvanizing us, right? And I thought they were gonna go that route of like maybe you could kind of sympathize with number 9 a little bit, but then they just completely switched that bitch up. Like number 9, he's like, no, we're gonna fuck shit up just to fuck shit up, right? And that transformation they gave him, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought they were gonna do number 9 as like just the brain guy, and then have him create like more powerful kaijus to use, right? Because that was like what number 10 was. Number 10 was like a super powerful kaiju, and like number 9 was like the smart guy, right? But they gave him that transformation, that big, like, I'll put up a picture of that big, like, black, huge form when he was fighting Shinomiya, like her dad, Asao Shinomiya, I think that's what his name is. And bro, he beat the brakes off of him. I ain't gonna lie, bro. There's a thought. I was like, oh, he might actually win. I was like, oh, maybe he gonna. Because the thing with number 9 is every time number 9 has shown up, like he has been the outsmart you kind of guy. But the good guys, like the Japanese, the KDF, the Kaiju Defense Force, they outsmart him, but Kafka has more raw power. Like they use the outsmarting against number 9 from the Kaiju Defense Force aspect, and then have Kafka be like the raw power. But now Kafka can't. Kafka's raw power ain't cutting it. Like that shit ain't cutting it, right? And I do like the idea that they're training Kafka's base form, right? They're training him to be more skillful and attack more skillfully to then incorporate that into his Kaiju form. I think that's great. So that's for Kaiju number 8. Love that episode. Love the anime. Doing pretty good right now. And then I haven't watched this week's episode of Gacha Yakuta because I've been studying and I've been sick. But that's kind of why there hasn't been any gaming videos yet. So I just really wanted to get this video recorded and put up. I think it's Monday now. This should be up on Wednesday because I want to go by a 2-day recording schedule. So every 2 days I want to record a video and drop that for you guys. But yeah, man, that's just what I've been thinking about recently. Anime and manga that I'm watching. I mean, if you guys have anything that you recommend, I do hope you could drop those in the comments. And if you guys have any opinions, just drop those in the comments, especially if you want any One Piece opinion. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I used to be an avid One Piece hater, but recently, or not recently, for the past couple of years since I've been caught up to One Piece for like 5 years now. I think I caught up to One Piece in like 2020, and I never fucking sense. Like I love it. I'm literally about to get 2 One Piece tattoos tattooed on my back. I'm about to get one of Sun God Nika, like him, like Luffy, like jumping up into the sky, right, on one scapula. And then that one scene, I'll put up a picture of it, where Luffy like transforms into Gear 5th, and like the red and black Conqueror's hockey's coming around him, and he's like putting his hands up, and his eyes are black, and he looks kind of like demonic kind of thing. It's gonna be so tough, and I'll show you guys when I get it. But that's it for today's video, and like I said, I should start Ghost of Tsushima by the end of the week, and I'll put that up for you guys. So I love you, bye, and I will see you guys in the next one.